We are glad to welcome you to our channel. Kindly subscribe to our channel and share our videos with your friends and relations. And click on the bell icon for instant notification whenever new videos are uploaded on this channel. Rest assured that we are going to have a very exciting and inspiring discussion. Let's dive into the lesson right away. Hello, friends. Welcome to today's lesson on key steps in writing a brilliant essay. Whether you are preparing for an exam like the West African Senior School Certificate Examination, or you just want to improve your essay writing skills, this video is for you. Today, we will walk through the key steps in writing an outstanding essay using a sample Wassce essay as our guide. This is English Classes Online, and I am your host, Benjamin. Let's dive right in. Let's start with step one, and that is understand the prompt. This is a very critical step. Before you begin writing, make sure you thoroughly understand the essay prompt. In the West African Senior School Certificate Examination, you are usually given about 5 essay questions from which you are to choose only one. So make sure you choose the topic you can discuss easily and effectively. Once you choose an essay prompt, uh, or an essay topic or an essay question, you will naturally follow the unique steps required for writing that particular type of essay. For example, the steps required in writing a letter will be different from the steps required in writing an article, and that will also be different from the steps required in writing a story, for example. Okay, now let's assume you choose a persuasive essay. That is what we call debate writing, a debate writing question, such as you have in the 2016 West African Senior School Certificate Examination question number 4, which is as follows. You are the main speaker in a debate on the topic, education is the best policy a parent can give a child. Write your arguments for or against the motion. So this is a persuasive essay question, and we are going to look at the key steps in writing this type of question. Now, what you need to do is to take time to analyze the prompt and identify the key elements you need to address in your essay. Step number 2, choose a strong position. In writing a persuasive essay, you need to choose a strong position on the topic. Since there are two sides to every argument or debate, you must examine the two sides and pick the side you can discuss with stronger or more convincing points. You are either supporting the motion or you are opposing the motion, and so you have to pick one side out of the two. Before you start writing, take a stance that you are passionate about and that you can support with evidence. This brings us to step number 3, which is to develop a strong thesis. Of course, the thesis is the main idea in a given essay. And that actually is a very important step. Create a strong thesis statement. For instance, if you are arguing in favor of education being the best policy, your thesis might highlight the benefits of education in a child's life. Okay, so that will be your thesis. Your thesis will be a statement which actually, captures the key benefits in the key benefits of education, or the importance of education in a child's life. Your thesis should clearly state your stance on the topic. For example, if you are supporting that motion, that is when your thesis will actually, summarize the benefits, or emphasize the importance of education in a child's life. Step number 4, produce supporting evidence. Your persuasive essay needs solid evidence to back up your arguments. For our topic, which is on education being the best policy or the best legacy parents can give to their child, if you are handling such a topic, you might find statistics on the correlation between education and future success, or you find stories of individuals who have thrived due to a strong educational foundation. Just something to highlight the importance or the benefits of education in a child's life. So, in trying to produce your supporting evidence, you need to brainstorm and gather credible sources that support your thesis. Okay? Step number 5, develop logical structure. Every good essay, like every good building, has a definite structure. So you need to start with a captivating introduction that introduces or presents the topic, and then your thesis. Don't forget that every essay has at least 3 main points: the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. So after starting with a captivating introduction, by the way, the introduction is contained in the first paragraph, and that is where you also state your thesis statement. Then present your arguments in the body paragraphs in a clear, logical order. So that is the way to develop logical structure. You begin with the introduction, which is the first paragraph, and then you organize your arguments, the key points, in various paragraphs within the body of the essay. And don't forget that each paragraph should focus on a single point and then transition smoothly to the next until you get to the last paragraph, where you summarize your arguments, okay, and re-emphasize your thesis. Now, a well-organized essay is crucial for keeping your readers engaged, because when your ideas flow from one paragraph to another, it gives the reader the motivation to continue reading, okay? Because your reader can follow your line of thoughts if this line if your thoughts flow from one stage to another, okay? Now, step number 6, address opposing arguments, or what we can call counter arguments. As I earlier mentioned, there are two sides to every argument or to every debate: the supporting side and the opposing side. Okay, so when you present your arguments, you have to consider some viewpoints that are on the opposing side. You need to raise such opposing arguments, and then you demolish them. You need to consider opposing viewpoints, just as I have mentioned, and then provide compelling reasons while your own opinion outweighs them. Okay? This shows that you have considered multiple perspectives, and it helps to strengthen your overall argument, because when you marshal your points and you also raise some of the points that your opponents are likely to present, and then you present compelling reasons why those opposing arguments are unacceptable. Okay, in debate we call it demolishing the opposing points, and this is really very important. To make your essay even more persuasive, you need to address counter arguments. That is step number 6. And now this brings us to our sample essay, and we want to look at the sample outline for a persuasive essay. You know, in writing an essay, you need to prepare just as you require a building plan before you start building a house. You need a writing plan, and this writing plan is what we call an outline. When you brainstorm on when you look at the essay prompt, and then you brainstorm on the topic, and the ideas flow naturally into your mind, you need to jot them down and make a list of those key ideas you are going to use in writing your essay. This list of the main ideas is what we call your outline. So let's begin to look at a sample outline for our sample persuasive essay. Now let's look at the essay question. You are the main speaker in a debate on the topic, education is the best policy a parent can give a child. Write your arguments for or against the motion. This is taken from English paper 2 of West African Senior School Certificate Examination 2016. The following is a likely outline for this type of essay. Number 1, empowerment through knowledge. This point is about, the fact that when you give a child a sound education, education empowers the child by equipping the child with knowledge. People often say that knowledge is power. Number 2, opening doors of opportunity. The majority of people in key positions in government departments and multinational organizations in various countries are educated people, people with the requisite qualification, okay, or credentials, if you like. Number 3, fostering global citizenship. When you are educated, then you can communicate with people from other parts of the of the globe, because uh, education actually gives you the power to get in touch with others by using a global language. Number 4, building character and values. Education helps to build character, the good character and the good values in a child. Number 5, breaking the circle of poverty. There's no doubt that education enables you to, acquire the right skills that will help you to earn a living. Number 6, the gains outweigh the pains. This is where we consider the opposing arguments, and then we give compelling reasons to show that even though people have some points against education, yet all those points cannot outweigh the gains. that we are saying that the importance of education or the benefits are greater than whatever uh, demerits or disadvantages anyone might think about. So these are key points that we can use in writing this type of essay. Now let's begin to look at the sample essay, and we look at our essay prompt once again. You are the main speaker in a debate on the topic, education is the best policy a parent can give a child. Write your arguments for or against the motion, taken from Wassce 2016. Now, in this kind of essay, we begin with the title or the headline, and the topic is education is the best policy or the best legacy, if you like, a parent can give a child. So that can be the topic. And then the first paragraph is where we begin with what we call vocatives or opening greetings, because you, in writing a persuasive essay, you have the audience in mind. In most questions, you are specifically asked to write a speech. And even though we are not asked to write a speech here, it is important that we structure our persuasive essay as if we are preparing to present uh, our speech in a debate, okay? Because here the question says that you are the main speaker in a debate on this topic. So in writing what you are going to present as a main speaker, obviously you are expected to write a speech. So this is what this type of essay should look like. We have the topic already. Education is the best policy a parent can give a child. Take note that we have written this title in capital letters. And when you write everything in this title in capital letters, you don't need to underline. Then comes paragraph 1, where we introduce our topic for discussion. And here is how you can present your first paragraph. Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, esteemed judges, timekeeper, co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we gather to discuss a topic of immense importance. Education is the best policy a parent can give a child. As the main speaker in favor of this motion, I firmly believe that education is indeed the cornerstone of a child's future, and I will present compelling arguments to support this perspective. So we have introduced the topic and we have stated our thesis. Your thesis is the central argument, the main message you want to convey. The main idea you want to express in the entire essay is your thesis. And here you have stated that you are going to support the motion. And then you say, I firmly believe that education is indeed the cornerstone of a child's future, and I will present compelling arguments to support this perspective. Now, what your thesis does is that it simply shows the reader or the audience the direction you are going to go in your speech or in your essay. All right. Now, paragraph 2, you begin to present your key points in the body paragraphs. Now, you may or may not use subtopics, but I have chosen to use subtopics here. And I call number 1, empowerment through knowledge. Education equips children with the knowledge and skills necessary to navigate the complexities of the modern world. In an era where technology, information, and innovation drive progress, a solid education serves as a platform for personal and societal advancement. The ability to read, write, analyze, and think critically empowers children to make informed decisions, engage in meaningful conversations, and contribute constructively to their communities. You see, so in this paragraph, we are saying that education empowers the child by equipping the child with the right type of knowledge. And then this brings us to point number 2, which we discussed in paragraph 2. Opening doors of opportunity. Education opens doors that might otherwise remain closed. It provides children with opportunities to explore various fields and discover their passions. Quality education enables them to pursue higher education, enter competitive job markets, and pursue careers that align with their talents and interests. Without education, many doors to personal and professional growth would be inaccessible, thereby limiting a child's potential. Okay, so that's the point on opening doors of opportunity. And here we are saying that educating a child opens to that child different doors of opportunity. Moving further, we look at point number 3, and that is fostering global citizenship. In a world that is increasingly interconnected, education fosters understanding and empathy among different cultures and perspectives. Through exposure to diverse subjects, students develop a broader world view, a wider or a broader world view that promotes tolerance and cooperation. Education equips children with the tools to address global challenges such as climate change, poverty, and social inequality, thereby contributing to a more harmonious and just society. Point number 4, building character and values. Education goes beyond academic knowledge. It shapes the character and values of an individual. Schools are environments where children learn about discipline, teamwork, responsibility, and respect for others. Moreover, education instills important values such as honesty, integrity, and empathy, creating well-rounded individuals who can positively impact their families and communities. So here in paragraph 4, we have said that education helps to build the child's character and values. Okay? Now, point number 5, breaking the cycle of poverty. For many families, education serves as a pathway out of poverty. By providing children with a solid education, parents equip them with the tools to secure better job opportunities and improve their socio-economic status. Education empowers children to break the cycle of poverty and create a brighter future for themselves and their families. Then point number 6, we present we address the counter argument. So point number 6, the gains outweigh the pains. The major opposition that some people try to raise against education is that it costs a lot of time and money to educate a child. Such arguments are completely untenable because the great benefits education provides a child adequately justify whatever price you pay or whatever sacrifices you need to make in order to give education to that child. According to the sage Obafemi Awolowo, if you think education is too expensive, try ignorance. All right, so here we have raised a very very strong point often raised by people who oppose the motion. They could easily tell you that education requires a lot of time and a lot of money. People will go to the extent of telling you that if you have to study medicine, for instance, you spend donkey years at school, and within that period of time, somebody ought to have learned a skill or a trade and all that. Now, but this argument is unacceptable in view of the uh, of the of the benefits, the myriad benefits that are derivable from educating the child. And so, in our concluding paragraph, we can write as follows. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, it is undeniable that education is the best policy a parent can give a child. Education empowers children with knowledge, opens doors of opportunity, fosters global citizenship, builds character and values, and helps break the cycle of poverty. You see, we have summarized the various points we discussed in the body paragraphs. And then we continue. As parents, educators, and responsible citizens, we must recognize the pivotal role that education plays in shaping the destiny of our children and society as a whole. Let us embrace the power of education and work together to ensure that every child receives the gift of quality education. Thank you for your patience. And this brings us to the end of the lesson on the key steps in writing a brilliant essay. By following these steps and using the sample Wassce essay as a guide, you will be able to master the art of essay writing, and you are well on your way to writing outstanding essays that will impress your teachers and examiners and enable you to score high in your English exams. Thanks for watching and see you in the next class. Many thanks for watching today's video. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of giving us support. For notification about new videos, click on the bell icon. You will find the bell icon. Click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends and relatives. This is very important. If you have any comments, leave your comments below. Any questions, any suggestions, we would gladly receive them and respond promptly and positively to them. See you in the next video. I look forward to always seeing you in the new video. Thank you.